try your call again. If you need assistance, dial 411. Please hang up now. This is a recording.
Please hang up and try your call again. If you need assistance, dial your operator. Please hang up now. This is a recording.
I'm sorry, the number you've reached is not in service at this time. If you need assistance, please stay on the line and the operator will answer.
Please hang up. There appears to be a receiver off the hook. Please check your main telephone and extensions. Then try your call again. Thank you. This is a recording. Your phone is off the hook. Please hang it up. Please hang your phone up now. 404-647. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try it again. If you need help, hang up and then dial the operator. This is a recording. You have dialed a party on your own line. Please hang up and allow sufficient time for the call party to answer. Then lift your receiver and talk. This is a recording.
Thank you.
Oh, that's some ringing on the phone. Hey, welcome to Telcosteve's workbench. I'm busy working on my next project, but somebody's calling on the phone, so excuse me. Let's see who it is. Hello?
Hello?
What's up?
Where are you?
I was just working on my wood wall telephone.
I thought your knee was bothering you.
Well, it's kind of, but I'm sitting down, I'm working on my phone.
You know, you need to take care of that. You want to go use mow and carry on.
Well,
Hey, dinner's almost ready.
what, again?
Yeah, unless you don't want to eat.
No, I like your food. I like your cooking. Okay, so you can hear me okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Pretty clear phone, too, I might say.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, I'll catch you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. Well, as you can see today, we're going to be featuring a telephone that was made by Western Electric for the Bell system. And this phone, as it might look rather normal and for its time, it was in service in the 1950s, and it's got various parts from 1950, as you can see from the picture. The cover is a 1954, 12/9/54 cover, and it's soft plastic. It is not thermoplastic. They made the covers in thermoplastic around 1961. Don't write me emails telling me, no, they made it in 1962. Generally, right around that time frame, they changed the thermoplastic, and they did that so that they could offer more colors, and it was easier for them to mass produce them in thermoplastic. So the soft plastic covers for these phones are extremely hard to find. And when I'm saying it's hard to find, I'm not even kidding. It's extremely hard to find. The phone has a 1958 3-58 C1 dial. The ringer is a C4 type, which is a nice heavy-duty ringer. It's a Mark 1156, 1956. The base of the phone is faded away. What a drag, because somebody decided they marked off the date. But if you take a magnifying glass, you can see that it's extremely faded, but you can see that the date on it is 1 of 1955. The handset, as you can see from the picture, is a G1 handset, and on the inside it is a 1952 handset. Gee whiz, try to find one of those, because you won't be able to. They're extremely rare. However, this one has newer cap for the transmitter and a newer cap for the receiver. You know, this phone has obviously been a product of Western Electric, reconditioning their equipment when they would come in from the field. Perhaps the dial went bad, It's a conglomeration of different parts from the early to the late 1950s. So no one's going to try to hide that fact, but it's really a cool phone and it's got great transmission capabilities to it. For example, let's do this. I'm going to prove that the phone can dial and dials correctly. Now, what I have added is a modular jack. The modular jack makes it simply so that you could plug an extension of a line cord, however long it'll be, and you plug it in. Now you have the option to have a longer cord on the phone if you want it. Well, let's say, pardon me, let's say that you just want to plug the phone in. You don't have a longer cord for one reason or another. Then take the included mini plug cord and plug it in and then plug it into your phone jack. Simple, easy, no hassles. So let's do our test. We're going to plug it into our test unit. We're going to turn on our test unit. And from our test unit, we're going to call this phone. Pardon the dust on the brown phone, by the way. It is, after all, Telcosteve's workbench in Telcosteve's very crowded and very dusty garage. $102. That's not it. Let's try it again. 103. So that's the phone. Hello, hello, hello. Goodbye. Nice talking to you. So let's prove that the dial works on this guy. This guy is set up on my test phone unit to have a telephone number. I programmed it to be 123-456-7890. Hey, if it can dial that, it can dial any phone number that, or with any service that it's plugged into. Okay, that's really the bottom line for that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And as you can see, it's dialing correctly. Oh, you say you don't believe me? Okay, well then let's do this. Let's take the test phone that's plugged into the line 4 position, plug him into a line position on the test unit that's at extension 101. 1, 0, 1. And once again, hello, goodbye. Get out of here. There you go. Okay, you're done. Just love that brown test phone. Because it works. As do all the phones here on Telcosteve's workbench. So, but in any event, this video is made for this particular 500 phone that's probably seen a lot of action over the course of the last 65 plus years. The rubber feet on him, as you can see, the screws do not have any rust. Usually what will happen is with these guys is that the feet, the screws that are in the rubber feet, they will get super rusty as time goes by and the kind of conditions that they're in. But as you can see from the pictures, also on the inside, it's very clean. The only thing that happened was the date identifier on the network. When they rebuilt the networks at different times at Western Electric, they would tag a piece of paper that like glued it onto it. And when that fell off, it kind of took the print away from the side of the network. But as you can see in the pictures, it looks pretty good. So it's a solid telephone. Well, I want to thank you for watching Telcosteve's Workbench, and once again, I'm simply going to say, in the world we live in today, take those that you love, hold them, and tell them that you love them. Every day counts. Every expression of love matters. Don't forget it. It's not being flowery. It's being really realistic. Do it. So, I bid you a fine day and thank you for watching Telcosteve's Workbench.